Ikaw na pagkaniulbi Puro kaya kapag itulog mo Shukulok mo na Sukutukan ko mo
I was a nice guy last night.
You're a nice guy?
I was playing the nice guy last night.
Where?
At the club.
What club?
Just little yard place. It's like a live music band.
Did she leave you yet?
No, she's still with me.
That's
I paid for her and her friends to get in the club, and it was $240.
Ooh, baller!
But I was drunk.
Holy, what?
I was drunk.
Yeah, dude.
That's why.
Did you penetrate her last night as well?
No,
Okay.
keep it safe.
It's dying down, huh?
Yeah, the love is dying.
Is it?
No,
Oh.
sparking up.
You know,
all right.
it's sparking up. You know, I find that your attitude through the weeks, you've grown in confidence, but it's kind of bothersome too. You know, it bothers me a little bit too. It's,
Why so?
I don't know. It's just
How so?
you're getting mouthy.
I am.
No, you're not. You're fine. You're perfect. You're a good kid, dude.
It's a sex, man.
No, dude. I don't even know if that's what she would call it. You know what I mean? But if that's what you're calling it, well, what's up? What's that face?
No, just him.
Yeah.
It's like when he looks at you when you talk, it's just like, what's happening?
What's happening?
I get scared, you know.
Why are you scared of me, dude? I'm your ally.
No, I get scared of love, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. You're scared of love? Dude, last night I did a show for firefighters
Okay. You're a big supporter, yeah.
at the Improv. And but what they had was
like it.
6 fire... I'm talking.
Oh, I'm looking at her face.
No, wait, dude. No, stop. No, stop.
Okay.
No, stop. Wait, Jaime.
He's trying to blame her.
What's up, dog? I'm talking.
No, but
No, Jaime. What's up, dog? I'm talking. This is my show. So what's the problem, amigo?
nothing.
I know, but I'm talking, amigo.
I'm sorry, I'm
Por favor.
I speak English.
I know, I understand. I know you speak English, dude. But what is so important that you have to interrupt me?
Her face.
Okay, what did her face say?
She's like, oh.
Yeah. Well, don't look at her face then. Okay? Whatever her face is doing, wait until I'm done talking.
Okay.
What were you doing with your face?
What
What were you doing with your face?
I just threw it out, the candy.
That's not candy.
Or like this thing.
Yeah, why didn't you eat it? Okay.
Oh my God.
Anyway, well, forget it. I don't even want to say what I was going to say now, dude. I lost all momentum.
Firefighters.
No, I don't want to do it now. Fuck the firefighters.
I want to hear it.
Well, I didn't know what else to say, but then that happened. Anyway,
Were there firefighters in the audience? Was it just, what was happening?
shut the fuck up,
He's
dude.
good at saving.
You're very good save. Anyway, I did a benefit show for firefighters. It was all firefighters in the audience. But they had 6 firefighters do stand-up before us. Right? And they all had 3 minutes. No, first of all, no one did their time. One dude did 15 minutes. Yeah. Right? Guess what color he was?
White.
I'm not going to say. But just make a guess. Okay. And then it got to the point, I'd never seen this before. He was going so long, they had another flashlight guy in the back. The manager doing, you know what I mean? Like Morse code flash, you know what I mean? Get the fuck off, right? And then they played music.
While he was doing this.
Yes.
The Emmys.
I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, like the Oscars. Yeah.
And he, I guess it's my time.
I guess.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? I think it's my... I'm not going to put a color to him.
Yeah, it's a classic white guy.
Yeah, it's a classic white guy. What's up? But these guys were doing so good. Dude, firefighters, you think doing 3 minutes, they're not going to be good. They were crushing.
Whoa.
So now me, Eric Griffin, Amir K, we're in the back going, because we're closing the show. What if we can do good? You know what I mean?
You were nervous a little.
We were all nervous. We're holding on to each other's shirts
Wow.
in the back going, what if we go up there and like these guys, you know, show us the real deal? And then Eric's open line goes, I guess anyone can do comedy. That was his opening line.
Gotta laugh.
Gotta laugh.
Good.
Asked me if I did well.
Did you
Did you
do
do
well?
well? Crushed it. Nice. What were the jokes
Yep.
from the firefighters? Like, since they did 3 minutes, what kind of jokes were they? Like fire jokes, or putting out fires, or climbing?
What's this?
Climb the ladder.
Okay.
Oh, yeesh.
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 A little too high, dude.
Yeesh.
A little too high. Okay.
Well, the ladder slants against the wall, so it's gonna.
Don't say slant in front of me, man.
Oh,
You talking about my eyes?
no, I'm not saying that's not. They're not slanted.
Or not?
No,
Oh, what are they then?
equally
Equally what?
It does this
Lined-
too long.
Equally what, dude?
Lined up.
Equally what? Equally what?
lined
Line.
lined up.
Lined up. My eyes are equally lined up.
Is that worse than
Yeah, I think that's way worse than slanted. It's so funny. Back probably in the Vietnam War, that was that ever said?
It's probably
God damn those fucking guys with the eyes equally lined up. Wow, that was a really PC way of saying it.
Piece
Your
of-
eyes though are like smaller,
Smaller than what?
like normal.
Smaller than normal. Okay.
Yeah, it's like this and then like that.
Wait. It goes this way and that way. It goes two different. So he lied. They don't go equally.
That's what I see.
Yeah, what you see. So who's the truth?
Well, from my eyes, it's equal.
Yeah, you're equal, right? But how about from this angle?
Oh yeah,
Slant.
line.
Slanted. Oh, now it's
Oh,
slanted.
yeah, now it's-
Now it's slanted and now it's equal. What is going on here?
You're like the
Are my eyes an
Or-
optical illusion?
Well, I'm facing you.
What is
and
going on?
She's facing the
Yeah.
way, so.
How about this? Let's not talk about my eyes anymore.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But so you're saying that you've seen many Asians, right?
Yeah, and your eyes
My eyes
are smaller than.
than most Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that I was sleeping? From afar, do I look like I'm sleeping?
No, it's like the M&M's
Okay.
candy, that size. The chocolate.
Yeah.
Whichever.
Really? I wonder what M&M candy she's talking about. Of course, the chocolates.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are round.
Yeah.
They're not like that.
Just-
Kinda is.
You mean his eyes are little tiny circles?
Let's play this game,
Tiny
okay?
circle.
I'm gonna close my eyes, see if they're open or closed, if I can see you, okay?
You can see me.
Okay,
You
now.
can.
How about now?
You can see me.
I can't. How about
Hold
now?
up fingers.
You can see me.
Give me fingers. 2. Anyway, that was a bad game. That was a game that I didn't think through. That was a game I didn't think through, and it came across a little awkward and a little weird. But maybe we can edit that part out. But my point is that was not a good game. So we got the firefighters. What's the question?
What was the jokes?
Yeah, dude, listen to me, dude. I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, what a clever, crafty, joke." I was more because they're new, so it's like I'm more curious about confidence and crowd reaction. And I felt like the crowd reaction was very good. And I thought that their confidence was high. Maybe it's because they have a dangerous job. But it was a little intimidating, I'll be honest.
Do you still bomb Tito Bobby?
I do, yes. Thank you very much. So.
Really?
Have you seen me bomb?
No.
Yeah.
Like they boo you?
Nobody boos.
Or
I think
it's just
booing.
quiet?
I mean, okay. So 2 weeks ago, this happened. I went up on the OR, and there was a table up front, and whoever's listening at this table, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I don't like. I'm tired of your deception and your fucking, cowardice. Okay. As soon as I get up, one girl just goes, "I'm not kidding you." She goes, and she gets up and she leaves the room as I'm performing. I don't think anything of it. Maybe she has to take a shit, right? And I go, "All right, that's my time. Good night." Then I see her come back from the bathroom. So she had waited 15 minutes, right? And then when she sat down, I looked at her, I go, "You purposely missed my set." And she went, I go, "Oh yeah, why?" She wouldn't say anything. Then I looked at her friends, I go, "She doesn't like me?" And they're like, right?
White girl?
White girl, yeah. So I go, "You know what? Sit there, lady." And I started my set all over again.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding, like 3 minutes of my set. And she was just like pouting. And because I was doing it over again, like people were laughing.
Yeah.
But there are people in the audience, they just don't like me. You know what? It's one of those things where it's like, especially in the OR, they're like, let's go watch comedy at the Comedy Store, right? And there's like a bunch of comics, but then one they don't like. And that particular show, I was the guy that one girl didn't like. But instead of just sitting there and just being polite, she rudely got up and left. But it's like, it's so funny because I think about that girl every day for the last 2 weeks.
Who is she? Just a random girl? Don't worry about it, Bobby. No, I'm just saying. I don't. If I was you, I wouldn't think about it. She's just a random fan. Well, not a fan, but random.
You're so. You know what? Can I be honest with you? No, don't do that. You're like a warm blanket, and it's very comforting.
It's true.
Yeah, you give great advice. And when I'm down, so here, let's do a scenario.
Okay.
So you and I are roommates.
Sweet.
I come home, and I come home, I'm crying. So let's play that out.
Tough day at work. Hey, Bobby.
What?
Are you crying?
Yeah, man. I just
What's
found
going
out
on,
that-
friend?
Well, excuse me.
What's going on? Is it what is it?
No, I just found out that everyone I know died.
Who?
Everyone.
Everyone that you
All
know?
my uncles, my aunts, my mom, my brother,
Oh.
Andrew. They all died.
They all died?
Yeah.
Think about this.
Think about it. Think about it.
Okay, they all died. What? Tell me.
Think about it like this.
It's okay. Okay, let me think. Let me think about it.
You don't have to worry about them. They're not here no more.
Okay, I don't have to worry. They're not here.
They're in rest in peace. They're in a happy place. Okay? And you and me, we watch Penguin, get a pizza, some wings, and call it a night, right? Hey, don't forget.
You know, you're right. Did you say you want to watch the Penguin?
You can watch the Penguin,
And you want to get some pizza wings?
pizza wings.
All right.
From your wing spot.
From my wing spot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to pay tonight?
Yeah, I'll pay you.
You will?
I'll pay you.
Thank you, because I'm going through so much.
But hey, the rent's due tomorrow, so don't forget about that.
Okay, you're right. Well, thank you. How much was that again?
1,500.
$1,500. Okay, I'll get that for you.
Okay.
Okay. I won't think about.
Forget
about it.
your family. They're not here no more.
They're not here. All right. Okay. Wow, you know what? It's
Interesting.
so comforting. God, I wish. If God forbid, if I were in that situation, I wish you were there with me.
That's wild. If
That's
everyone died,
Yeah.
Jaime jumped in.
Eh,
Penguin,
what?
pizza and wings?
Penguin, pizza and wings. Dude.
Sounds like
That's really good.
Jules,
What about this scenario?
okay.
I just found out I have a week to live.
A week?
Yeah.
Well, let's binge watch your favorite show for a week.
Really?
Yeah, we can do that.
You watch it with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have pizza one night, wings the next night.
Wait. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Chinese
No, but
next-
stop, because when Andrew and my brother and my mom and everyone died 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
You said we could have pizza and wings and Penguin in one night.
But this is
Why are we spreading it apart?
because we have a week.
why are we?
Yeah. I was like, why is it Penguin one day, wings, and then pizza? Can we just do it all one night?
Well, you need to watch a show that's a week long.
I know, but okay. Can you pay
Well-
for it again?
Yeah, I'll pay for this week.
Again? Okay, thank
But
you.
next time,
Yeah.
come on, man. You got to pay.
You know what? In 2 months from now, I'll pay.
2 months, okay?
Yeah. Is he here?
Yeah.
I'll get him.
Jules, what would you say to Bobby? I'm just curious.
If all his family died,
Yeah.
I feel like I just hugged to Bobby.
I wouldn't hug you. I'll tell you that right now.
I'll just hug.
Because you would be destroyed too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're his family.
Oh, yeah, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
It's okay, Jules.
You think about death a lot, Jaime?
No. Because it's inevitable. Is that right? Inevitable? What does Daniel say? Inventable? Invincible?
I need you both to figure this out on the mic.
Inevitable.
No.
No, you're doing it the way he's doing it.
Inevitable.
You're close.
What did he say?
Inevitable.
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 Again, Kuya?
Inevitable.
Death is inevitable.
That's so hard.
You got it. Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
It's okay.
How are you?
How you doing, Jeff?
How you doing, man?
I'm Jules.
Jules, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
What's
you.
up, dude? How are you?
You're very handsome.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
I like this. Good stuff.
It's a good start. It's a good start. Good start. Yeah, what's up?
I'm putting on Do Not Disturb.
Uh huh.
Do the headphones.
Yep.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Thanks for
You know,
having
I
me,
don't
bro.
see it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't see it. I don't see the handsome.
Really?
Yeah, people talk about, I'm tired of this fucking bullshit, dude. Over the years, I'm sorry for starting this way.
Yeah, okay. You get to do whatever. It's your podcast.
Yeah. And I'm starting in a hostile way. What's the fuck you going?
You're funny.
Yeah, but I don't see it, pal.
Oh, no.
They talk about you know what I mean? Handsome, funny. I get it. You know what I mean? But I should be a part of I'm handsome.
You're handsome.
Yeah, in my own way, and it's just a different time period. I was born in the wrong time period.
I agree.
Why are you laughing? Why you don't even agree with me right now, dude?
Well,
Yeah, why are you smiling? You don't fucking agree with
I feel
me.
like you're convincing yourself
What?
even with this.
No, I'm trying to convince the world.
Well, let's finish.
You know what I mean? And it's like hegemonic. Is that the word? Mm-hmm. Hegemonic.
What's hegemonic mean? You mean homogenous? What are we talking about?
I think did I make it up?
No, hegemonic,
What's
ruling or
hegemonic?
dominant in a political or social context.
Yeah,
You're hegemonic.
hegemonic.
How do you know that word?
What do you mean?
Classic
Very-
word.
I know a lot of words, dude.
I know, I've
and that's
never heard
one
that
of
in
them.
my life.
Yeah.
Give him the other one.
What?
Give him the other word.
Namfulian.
What's that one?
I just made that up. Now listen.
I got a guy with a laptop. He goes, I don't know either. Yeah.
I think Namfulian should be a word, though. You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, Gilbert was at the party and was acting Namfulian.
He was acting a fool.
Yeah, that's not what it means, right?
I like it.
Yeah, so let's give him a round of applause. Jeff Dye, comedian. You got your start on what show?
My first name was Last Comic Standing.
Last Comic Standing. What year did you do?
Season Eliza wins. I don't know what it was called.
Oh, you did Eliza season?
Season 6, season 8?
Yeah. How far did you get on that show?
I got third.
Of course.
Yeah, it felt good.
Who took second?
This guy named Marcus Hardy who doesn't even do comedy.
I love Marcus. I have all of his albums.
Well, it feels like that because he quit comedy.
He did?
basically. Yeah, he was like an impressionist.
Oh, was he good?
He was very good at impressions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you like impressionists?
Do you do impressions?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
I like when people do impressions, but do you think the act, when you go see an impressionist, are you like, that was the best?
ZocDoc for your health and freedom. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and much, 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 much more.
You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, who are located nearby, who are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and who are highly rated by verified patients.
Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking.
And you can even score same-day appointments. You can also see their actual appointment openings. Choose a time that works for you and click to instantly book a visit.
Well, I used ZocDoc before I had a skin malfunction.
Yeah.
And I found a dermatologist through ZocDoc, and it was perfect. They got me a cream, and the skin abrasion disappeared. And I thank the Lord.
So stop putting off those doctor appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/belly to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/belly. ZocDoc.com/belly.
When you're old and feeling gray,
Yeah.
Blue Chew. You guys, I'm old and feeling gray, and let me say something. I'm sexually active, and guess what, guys? Look what's in my pocket. I swear to God, it's in my pocket. Blue Chew.
Wow.
Right? So what I'm saying to you right now is that when you're old and feeling, I know it's crazy, and I use it because you know what I mean. When the time is right, the right is time. And they say first impressions are the most important thing. What about lasting impressions?
You're right.
That's where Blue Chew comes in, guys. Blue Chew helps boost your confidence in the bedroom as you can stay hard and perform at your very best. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra with a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. And this process is simple. Sign up to BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Once you are approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
Blue Chew wants you to have the confidence to perform at your best, so discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code BELLY at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code BELLY to receive your first month free.
Perfect.
Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Depends who's doing it, right?
No. It just depends if it's good
I don't know.
and accurate.
So you like some and you don't like others? Is that what you're saying?
Here's the thing with this is how I base impressions. All right, number one, are they hacky? Right. So if somebody is doing Gilbert Gottfried now would be,
Yeah.
or Christopher Walken is another one that people do. De Niro is another one people do. So if
Christopher Walken. Yeah, everybody does
I just said that, man.
I know. That's the number one example. It's a great example.
I love this guy.
I was agreeing
He's
with
the
him.
best. Yeah,
He yelled at me for agreeing with him.
yeah. He's a great guy. This guy. I like this guy. But anyway, what's another Joan? What's the lady that died?
Joan Rivers?
Joan Rivers was one back in the day. People used to do. But then there are ones that are super subtle and difficult and also unique. I think those ones, if somebody does like a, if they can do the subtlety of like a Matt Damon, for instance,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I can see it and go, oh my God, that is. Even if in my own mind, I wouldn't even know what a Matt Damon impression would be like.
Yeah.
If somebody did it, I'd be like, oh, he figured it out.
I can do a Tony Hinchcliffe one just because there's a guy on Instagram who does a really good Tony Hinchcliffe one. So I just do kind of his impression of Tony.
Yeah, well, do the one
We
about.
were like everyone was doing. Nobody did George W. Bush. They did Will
I want-
Ferrell
Will
doing
Ferrell.
George W.
Right,
Bush.
right.
Yeah.
So I want you to do Tony Hinchcliffe, but
Okay.
with this joke about there's a floating island of garbage out there. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Hit him with a meow. Right. Fucking another fucking killer 60 seconds
that is him.
from Bobby Lee.
That's him. Do you know Tony well?
I don't know him well, but I
Yeah.
know him, yeah.
I've known him since he was a little kid.
Yeah, well, I imagine the store guys. Yeah, you guys. The store is such a unique place, man. You guys must have like thousands of experiences with each comic. Like it is high school high, is what Comedy Store is.
Right, but here's the thing about you, Jeff. And I have to say this. What's your energy about today, dude?
What? I'm
You're
listening.
not engaged. Your eyes are drifting.
We
dude.
need
have
you
a-
in this, dude.
We need
I'm
you in this,
listening.
dude.
Enough
Yeah.
of the drugs and Pocky, bud.
Yeah.
Can you get dialed in?
Yeah, get
Yeah.
dialed in, dude.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, they're engaged.
Everyone's
She gave me
engaged,
a
right?
compliment.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I'm
sitting over there,
You didn't give
mouth
him shit
agape.
yet. Give him something, dude.
He's got the slack jaw, kind of like. Nah, he's not giving us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There
Give
he
him
is.
something, dude.
There he is.
All right.
Give him something.
Give him
Give him
something.
what?
Just give him
Give
something.
him a
an impression.
compliment. or
Give me
do
an
something. Give him
impression.
something.
You look like Andrew Garfield.
I'll take it. Yeah, Spider-Man. That's fucking right.
Yeah,
Your voice sounds like Andrew Garfield.
Really? I don't know what he sounds like much.
yeah.
British.
Oh, well.
Well, he's British, right?
No,
Yeah,
he's
but
not.
I don't
Is
sound
Is
British.
Andrew Garfield British?
Yeah, he's British.
Okay, okay.
But I don't sound British.
Yeah, let's not talk about Andrew Garfield.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
whatever.
ahead, go
You know what I
ahead.
mean? Anyway,
What's a Comedy Store?
oh, here's the thing about you. Is I don't understand why you're not in there.
I know. I would love to be. I would kill to be.
I mean,
Comedy Store.
There's a list of guys. I'm like, oh, that guy should be, and you're not. It's you. I think right now people are rooting for Glassman as well. He just kind of lingers there. You know what I mean?
Well, we should. This would be a good place to address it, just because
Yeah,
you're
I'll
a
address
Comedy
it.
Store guy. So, when Emily originally was not the booker, she was just there.
Yeah.
she was so nice to me, and she was like, "Listen, if I was in charge,
Right.
I'd put you." I've like text. Now she won't even reply to a text. I'm sure that I don't know if it's my politics or it could be
it's
like
not your politics. dude.
other female
Yeah.
comics don't like me or something. Whatever it is, I'm open to hearing it and whatever it is. But what happened was there was a misunderstanding between me and Adam Eget, and we squashed it, which is really good. So I'm wondering if maybe she thinks that's part of it.
It's not. It's in your head.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we have alcoholic thinking.
Yeah.
And that's what our mind does.
Okay.
I mean, we create all these storylines that are maybe fantasies
Sure.
that aren't true.
Yeah.
'Cause, for me, it's like there's a show called Florida Man. What's it on HBO? What's it called? It's Florida Man. I'm on that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on that show?
Yeah. But so if you look at the trailer, right, of that show, you see the whole thing. I'm not in the trailer, except that at the very end they go, Randall Park, and it'll say his name, Juliette Lewis, and then I'm in there in that part, but they don't show me in the first part. So in my mind, I'm like, they don't like me.
Why am I not in?
I know.
Yeah,
HBO does
I
not
think
like me.
that a lot.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
They'll do the opening of a thing, and I'm going, oh, I got 1 second, but then they put 3 seconds. Like, yeah,
I know.
so yeah.
It's insane thinking.
Well, let me tell you the
Yeah,
Adam
yeah.
Eget thing. Here's
All right.
here's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
I sent like an email, and he wrote I just have too many white guys.
that's
And
what
so
it is.
then a year later, also we were like Emmy nominated. I was like on a really big show, so everyone was going, Jeff, you should.
What show was that?
It was called Better Late Than Never. It was
Okay, yeah.
me traveling the world on NBC. And
Oh, that's great.
But we got a second season. Things were going good. I finally did the Tonight Show. I think I did it twice in like that 6 months. So someone goes, just reach out to Adam, dude. He'd love you here.
Yeah.
So I reach out to Adam again. 2 years in a row, he writes, well, I've got enough straight white guys.
Yeah.
Offhandedly, I promise you with all my heart, I was saying, you know, if this was any other industry, I could sue his ass for putting in an email that I can't change my race and my gender.
Yeah.
Like
Well, you can.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And I think you should.
You should absolutely do
I
that.
think you
If
can.
I was saying, I was just kind of doing what we're doing here, where I was going, if this was Starbucks and you put in an email that you can't hire me because of my race, I could sue you. This then somehow got a game of telephone got back to Adam, and he was like, he's gonna sue the Comedy Store, and I was like, Adam, I wish we would have had this conversation like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I would never sue anyone.
Yeah.
And also, it was just me, like, you know, going, this is kind of, I wish you'd have said, just be funnier, because I can like work on being funnier, you know. But so it was a total misunderstanding, and then the second Adam heard me just talk to him, it went away, and I was like, "Oh, good! Like everything's fine." So I'm wondering if maybe she thinks that I have some problem with the store, which I
Let's
don't.
talk about the whiteness then.
Yeah.
No?
What about? There's a lot of white guys. He's right. She's right.
I know. So here's my predicament.
I don't disagree with that. There's fucking a lot of white guys.
Here's my predicament. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm the booker,
Yeah.
okay, of a club, right? Why are you smiling?
Listening.
Yeah. What did I say about this guy earlier when I came?
He's handsome.
Very handsome.
Yeah.
Jules,
Oh, you heard it from him. That's what happened.
No, but I saw your face.
Bobby
telephone.
texted her, just call him handsome. He's
No,
gonna
no.
come in. It'll put
No,
him in a
she
good
never.
mood.
No, because she would. If you weren't, she would have meant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so you agree?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
You fist bump? I talked to her like she was 5. You fist bump?
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm the booker of a club, right?
Yeah.
And I get all. I'm trying to book the Tuesday night lineup, right? And there's 13 slots or 14 slots,
Yeah.
right? And then you, Tim Dillon,
Sure.
Santino, right? I mean, the list goes on. All these guys call in,
Yeah.
right? What do I do?
Well, so here's the thing. What I'm about to say is so easy and cliche and way easier to say than do. Just book the funniest, most famous people. So my rule would be go with the most famous, because we got to sell tickets.
Yeah.
And then the most funny. And if you have someone that's both, what a blessing. If you can get someone that's real funny and real famous, like you're very funny and you draw, you're a jackpot. But it's really hard to get you at a place because now I got to pay you 30 fucking grand to show up.
Yeah.
So like they also want to be able to find that you want the both. Don't do it just because he's a Somali guy and we don't have any other Somali guys.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's when it
You
gets
use a
hairy.
different. Use a different thing.
Well, someone will suck, and I'm
Yeah.
going. Well, maybe they're famous, and they
Yeah.
go, no, they're not famous either. They just suck, and they're not, like, and they're just up there.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you'll go there. Is that a Vulcan? You don't even know what race.
Yeah, it's a dolphin.
Yeah,
performance?
half human, half dolphin.
Actually, I'd pay to see that.
And you're right. And there are also some people, and I don't want to name names, but there are just some people where I'm confused on why they even got a spot in the first place.
Right. Well, and I used to think I never thought it was because of my whiteness, but I was like, maybe I'm just not famous enough. That's fine. But
No,
then
I
I start
know.
moving tickets, and I'm doing good at comedy, and they'll still don't want anything to do with me. It's very
Yeah, but don't let
confusing.
that bitterness come out.
I don't want to. I'm trying to.
Yeah,
I'm doing better.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think your time's gonna come,
Thanks.
and I want that bitterness to come out.
Well, the booze is gone, baby, so I'm a lot
yeah.
happier and I feel a lot better about
so
it.
he just got. Can I talk about it or not?
Yeah, I'd love to.
So Jeff just got a year of sobriety.
Yeah.
And it's been a real honor and joy to watch you get sober. I have to say, I normally don't talk like this, but it's really one of the things that have helped me stay sober in the last year.
Really?
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's been real because you want to see it work, and sometimes most of the time it doesn't.
Yeah.
And so when it doesn't work, because I've tried to not help, but I've brought in a lot of people to meetings.
Yeah,
and
that helps.
Yeah,
That helps.
and they I know, but it's I don't want to, but and it doesn't stick, right? And then you kind of go, oh man, and then you worry about it, and I really get especially with comics, I get codependent in a weird way, and I I kind of obsess about it. It's like, why? What angle? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's like there's nothing you can do. Some people get it and some people don't. You know what I mean? And you happen to be. Can I share how
Yeah,
it
I'd
happened?
love to, yeah.
So what happened was over a year ago, my friend Brittany calls me and she goes, "We got to get Jeff."
Yeah.
Right? And I go, why? And it goes, because I go, I just ran into him at the store. And she's like, look at TMZ.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you can share all
And
that.
you got a DUI.
I got a DUI.
Yeah, and it was on TMZ. And then I went, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? And we hadn't really hung out a lot
Never.
before that.
Yeah, I've seen you a million times.
A million times. I always knew you. We were nice to each other, but like, so the next time, did I call you or did I run into you again?
You asked. Oh, so this will actually be kind of funny because I never
go.
told you my side of this.
Yes, sir.
He invited me to the greatest like AA meeting that ever. That I flew back this week to make sure that I walked through the same door on my 1 year because I came in such like a broken man like that. I was like, I want to be here for this. Like I want to like be with everyone that's there. So, anyways, I'm really shook at the Comedy Store, and I'm going. My life is being not being humiliated. Everyone's talking about it. Like everyone like has an opinion. Everyone's texting me, like they're shaming me on the internet. All my comments and all my posts. It was very, very rattling for me. It really shook my ego and my confidence. I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose. I need help. But I'm still just drinking, going, how am I gonna deal with this DUI? Just
And also your reputation wasn't like you were like a bad guy, but there was a reputation of you were somebody that did like to drink a lot.
Oh, for sure. It's a huge part of my identity.
Yeah.
And also I would do the Bert Kreischer thing. That whole week I was going, it's not the booze's fault. It's me. I need to work on me. And it was just an excuse to not give up the booze because it was such a big part of my identity and part of like coping and part of masking and all these other things. But when you came up to me, because I look, I hope this isn't awkward for you, but I look up you as like, you're up here to me. I've loved your career. I've loved your comedy. I think you're fun. Like you'll try to be serious and I'll laugh. Like he'll say a vulnerable thing and it makes me laugh. He's very
all right. Yeah, thank you.
funny. So
Do you have to like blow on that thing?
no, I never had to do that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, the judge liked me.
No, that's good.
Yeah, she did me
What are
good.
you talking about?
The blow and go for
Blow thing in
DUI.
your car?
Oh yeah.
Well, this was only a few days after the DUI, and I'm at the comedy
Yeah,
store.
we're not
drinking.
there. We passed that part.
What part?
We're not there yet. The
It's
blow
okay,
and go.
it's
My
okay.
punishment for the DUI. We're still in the early stages of the story.
He's trying to be engaged.
Oh yeah.
Because I have a friend who has a DUI and she has
Yeah.
to blow in the car.
What's her first and last name?
I'm not saying.
Good, Jaime. You passed the test.
She passed.
Very good.
So what I was gonna say is, you came up to me, and so like I said, I don't know you real good. I just know of you, and we're nice to each other, and whatever. You came up to me, you go, can I talk to you for a second? And I was like, oh great. Did I DM his girlfriend or something? What the fuck did I do? Like I was literally thinking, like, do I sleep with the same girl as? I was just going through my head, like, what?
It would be an honor if I could get the same girl you got, okay?
But in my
It'd be a
mind,
fucking honor, dude.
drunk
just
Jeff
trust
going,
me.
oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm
did I
getting
do?
Jeff Die pussy. You know what I mean?
But just you wanting to talk to me in private, maybe.
And there's a couple of girls that I tried and you did, and I'm still mad about it. But anyway,
I'm going, he came over here to tell me like Emily doesn't want me on the property or something. And I was like, what could he possibly be pulling me aside for?
Yeah.
And it was so kind the way you invited me to this meet.
well, how would I say?
You just said, listen, I don't want to put anything on you. I'm not saying you have a problem or anything, but like if you want to go to a meeting, we would love to have you at this. It was just the most gracious. I was in the church, very high pressure sales. You need Jesus, and you did it in such like a nice way.
Because it's you have to do it by attraction. You can't force it down anyone's throat. So it's just like you throw it out there. So I threw it out there, and then I didn't think you would buy it.
Yeah.
But you did.
I came. I
you
said, what the
came.
hell? Yeah.
And you came and so the look that you had, the way you looked, and the way you looked beaten.
Yeah, I was defeated for sure.
But you also looked like you were done and were willing to try a different way.
Yeah, for sure.
And I knew that look.
Yeah.
Because I've been there myself. And to see somebody go, all right, I'm God. I did it my way for so long, and I'm here, and I'm willing to be vulnerable, and I'm willing to be humble, and I'm asking for, guidance kind of a thing. And it was just really, there's a couple of guys in our room that are like that I have just, this, emotional bond to, because it's like, not only we're alcoholics, but so we're comics. It's a very difficult business, and you're very successful.
We also want to be better.
We want to be better.
That was what it was mostly.
Yeah.
Every time I've misrepresented myself in the last 20 years, it's because I just got drunk and I go, fuck it. I'm going to go tell this bitch off, or I'm going to go like tell this booker, never again, fuck you. It's always this kind of cowboy whiskey mentality, which I think is cool in the moment. And then later I go, man, that's not me. Like, I'm a nice guy, and like she didn't deserve that, or he didn't deserve that. And it's always the booze. It was so when I came in there, it was actually funny. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm not sharing too much. I saw a few girl comics that are in the meeting roll their eyes and go, "Great, now Jeff Dye's in here." Like, I came to their safe place. I'm ruining their safe place. But after I shared, I was so broken, and like I was crying out to God, just saying like, I want to be different. Like, I need to get rid of this out of my life. That they came up to me even after that share and was like, "We're happy you're here." It immediately was like, oh, he's not just here to network or something. Like, this is he wants to be here. No, but I was really grateful, and I love that meeting.
It's a good one. I mean, me and my friend Brittany, who's a comic, we were like, because we were going to meetings and stuff, and we just wanted to come up with a space for comedians. So it's just a nice, safe space. Do you play the Belly Room at all?
I played it with Jeremiah Watkins a few weeks ago for his. It's like a show where they shout out suggestions.
Do you like that room?
I love it. Yeah, it was great. But I've only played it like twice ever in my life, so I don't know if I like it. I don't have enough reps to know if I like that.
So you just got a year.
Yes.
How do you feel now?
Amazing. Yeah, everything's a lot better.
You look healthy too, so.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, my man.
What'd you think like he looked like before?
Yeah, what'd you think he looked like before, dude?
Defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't fucking
He's listening.
Dude, shut the fuck up, dude. You didn't know that.
He was like he was a broken man.
He
said him.
What are you doing, dude?
He's like a
That's
stenographer.
insane.
He goes, he looked broken and defeated.
Yeah. You had no opinion about him.
But
You just.
Yeah, but
I
he
can't
said it.
believe you, dude.
Bobby, he also didn't have a blow and go from his GM.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is the meeting like rehab, like therapy?
It's Alcoholics
for
Anonymous.
addicts?
Oh, how do you say it? Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
And you have to go there every month, week?
No.
I don't have to go at all.
I mean,
it's all volunteer.
okay, so you don't know anything about it? No. Okay, well, let's just do a quick run. Have we talked about this already?
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if the listeners want to hear it, but it's there's meetings going on in LA probably almost 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
In every city.
In every city. Okay. And it's free. And people anywhere between 1 day of sobriety to people with 50 years of sobriety, they all go.
There's also people lying. Sometimes people will just say they're clean, and you're like, that guy's not clean, but it's not for me to judge. Like, you'll just see a guy shaking, and he's like, I got 30 days. You're like, no, you don't. You don't even have 30 seconds. Yeah.
And some meetings are different, but mostly, you're either in, there's a speaker and there's people watching it like you would be at a church. Sometimes the meetings are in a circle where everyone shares. There's different formats and whatnot. But the whole idea of it is to be around your people, right? Yeah, I mean, there's other spiritual principles and stuff and the steps and all that stuff to do some inside work.
Did you grow up religious at all, or like in a church or anything?
No, but I'm just curious because my mom was a meth addict, and I don't think she had that. She was just locked up in her room, and then.
But was she not aware of it, or yeah?
In the Philippines, so what they did was they tied her to a fucking radiator.
Oh my God.
Shaved her head.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
they're really kind.
Yeah, very kind, and she was there for like 90
Hey,
days.
if it works, I
mean, it did work.
I'm all about results.
Yeah.
have a question.
That bald chick looks better.
Yeah.
She's getting healthier.
Yeah, but sometimes that works, but for the most part, before 1935 in this country and the world, most alcoholics and drug addicts just died from their disease. There was unless you were a part of like the Oxford group or like some religious, affiliation. Sometimes people do it straight through, religion. But for the most part, AA isn't a religion. You can find your own God.
I call it church because, you said you didn't grow up religious, but like, you don't need to go to church to have like a relationship with Jesus or God. Like, you can just do your own thing. So people go, I don't need church. You go, that's fine. But what makes church good is that you have, you see the people in your neighborhood, or you see the people, and you could hang out with them. You could do a Bible study. You could go get lunch with them, or you just kind of have this thing in common. That's the whole point of church. If you're showing up to church and not talking to anyone leaving, what are you doing? Just coming to see a free speech? Like, it's about the community. So it is like a nice community. Like, we'll get coffee after, or someone will say, yeah, like, are you struggling? Like, call me. Or
But as also we have
Community.
comics, so we're comics as well. So there's like a double kind of a thing
Yeah,
too. You know what I mean?
it's
Of
been
like,
beautiful.
yeah.
I didn't know it existed either, and now that I've went, I mean, like I've needed this way sooner. That's my only regret is that I didn't do.
Anyway, congratulations. And
I have a question.
Yeah. What?
I just have a curious
Yeah.
question.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go. Built for your rent. Rent for your built. B-I-L-T. Built. Listen up, everybody. Renters especially. Ever feel like you're stuck in the loop of rent payments, just watching your money vanish into thin air? How about you, Jules? No?
No.
It's because you don't pay it. But it's time to turn that rent game around and start earning some serious rewards. That's where Built Rewards come in. Let me say something. When you start paying rent, right, you want Built Rewards, right? Because your money's not going to waste, right? Built is a breaking ground as a neighborhood rewards program that hooks you up with points on your rent. Every month, pay your rent and watch the Built points roll in.
Use points to jet off on a dream vacation. Put your points towards a flight or hotel stay with 500 plus airlines and 700,000 plus hotels and properties.
You can also use your points to book fitness studio classes. Redeem them toward a future rent payment. They're designed to meet your lifestyle.
Pay rent hassle-free through the Built Rewards app. Your rent game just got a major upgrade. Built points have been consistently ranked the highest value point currency by The Point Guys and Bankrate.
Earn points by paying rent right now when you go to joinbuilt.com/belly. That's joinbilt.com/belly. Make sure you use our URL so they know we sent you. Joinbuilt.com/belly to start earning points with your rent payments today.
What?
I just have a curious
Yeah.
question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go.
Would you guys feel disrespected if like somebody in the group yawned at your stories?
No.
No,
Oh, okay, so what you're saying is
because
this.
he mentioned church. Because I used to sleep in church, like because
Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't
can do that.
Yeah, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Just
But like like
If you did it loud, yeah.
yeah, like that. Would you feel disrespected?
I think in any scenario when someone's talking and
You
that
yawn
sound,
that loud.
and that sound occurred, I think there would be a problem. Yes.
especially at AA, that's a safe place for you guys. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, what's this guy yawning about? That's what I would say.
Yeah. I mean, do you know how to yawn quietly?
Yeah, do you yawn like that?
at restaurants.
I guess.
Wait, so you're eating. Hold on.
No, like we wait.
How'd this guy get on your pod?
We waited. Like, I'm like,
This guy rules.
Oh, like that.
because they wouldn't wait our table, so
Okay.
they needed to get my.
I guess the intent of the yawn is what's important.
I-
Are you yawning because my story's
I'm not
boring, or are
gonna-
you yawning just because you have to yawn?
No, it's because so you said church, and I remember yawning loud at church one time, and the priest stopped and to address me, like go get a cup of water, go get some chocolate.
Yeah, don't sleep in here.
Yeah,
I like that.
I mean, one time there was a guy named Clancy. He's like a legend in AA, right? Was speaking, and some little girl, like girl, by high school, like, I don't know how old she was, but there was a couple of teenage alcoholics looking at a Vogue magazine
While he's talking.
while he's talking to speak,
Crazy.
right? And I remember him stopping and just leaning in on.
Yeah,
it.
they
You know what I mean?
should.
Yeah.
I do think that's another good part about it. Like, I don't have my phone on when I'm at AA. I'm actually can listen to someone. You know. That's,
But how the show's been, because you go on the road a lot,
Yeah.
you're headlining, you know what I mean? Is it harder? I mean, is there temptation out there? I mean, what's going on out there?
yeah, I feel like before the show and after the show, I like, you know, it does take the edge off a nice drink. You know, so like it rears its head, but then the show is so much better when I don't.
Yeah.
I used to have like great first shows, and then the second show would be me just hammered up there, like, you know, hey, you look cute, like just talking to someone in the front, like. And so the the early show people were like, why isn't he more famous? And all the late show people were like, we want our money back. The guy's just drunk.
Yeah.
So it's just been all positive with occasional me going, God, I would like a drink, and I'll
Right.
text someone, or I'll just tell, you know.
It's also you're better about maybe hooking up too.
Oh, for sure. I don't have
So have you hooked up with anybody on the road since you've been sober?
nobody that I wouldn't want to. But
Oh,
yes.
that's- yeah.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
no
yeah.
like, I'm just doing this because I
Yeah.
can.
But you had before.
Before I would.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. You just find who's the hottest chick here.
Yeah.
And try. That's my target. And if that doesn't work, we'll figure out plan B.
Right.
Whereas now it's like,
you can pass.
Yeah, and I'll even enjoy. Do you enjoy going to your hotel sometimes after the show?
I love it. That's
Yeah.
what all I do.
Oh well, I used to like look for the bar, and if that's closed down, all right, let's find a strip club. And that's you guys want to smoke cigars in the parking lot? I was
Yeah.
always pursuing the more hang.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, it wouldn't be bad to just watch YouTube and sit in my bed.
Dude, in my second show, I think to myself, what am I going to watch tonight?
Yeah, that's great.
Right. So I think of what I'm going to watch, and then I always have somebody drive me to either a, like what do you call it, a bodega?
Yeah. Do you like cigars?
Yeah.
You do?
I love bodegas too, though. You know what I mean? And I like to get like fancy French cookies and biscuits.
what
You know
I'm
what I mean?
talking about.
I always get a fruit, right? Some fruit, right? I always get a variety of beverages, like a seltzer, right? And maybe some electrolyte drink or a probiotic drink, right?
Nice.
And then I'll get like, always get meat.
Like a
Raw meat.
He needs us to agree with his snacks.
no, that's what I'm saying.
You know, probiotic. You know, like a probiotic. And then
No, what I'm saying is like,
like meats.
deli meat, like salami and stuff like that, so I can chew on.
Yeah.
Right? And then I sit at, there's always a desk
at
in the room,
hotel.
right? So I set everything up, right? And I always have a spit cup for my dip, right? And I put on that movie, and it's the best.
It's the best. Yeah, it's a
best.
great
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah,
And
yeah.
also, you've got money, so like, you don't have to worry about like how much the snacks are gonna get. Like you can just splurge. I always go like, I can get 10 snacks.
Can you
if I want.
do you worry about it?
I used to worry about it, not anymore.
When's the last time you worried about it?
Last time I worried about money was 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in a car, and then I went from. They just started handing us checks with an extra zero, and I was like, $1,000. Like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't
It's-
believe we're getting away with this.
I
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
that was an agree laugh.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
dude.
take it. It's better than a yawn, you know?
Yeah. It's way better than that. Yeah.
I know how you feel, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
That's how
feeling.
make.
Do you remember how poor I was? So poor.
Yeah. But it's
rem-
good. That's what made this.
I know, but for years of it, where you were like, how am I going to eat? And then you would you know what? When you're, I mean, probably a lot probably listening right now are having some financial problems, and I'm telling you, I thought it was going to be like that my whole life.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, you feel it in your body too. Your neck hurts. You're
Yeah.
stressing out. I used to call relatives like, hey, can you help out? I would call Carlos Mencia.
Oh, my God.
And
How much did he
"What's up?"
give you?
Would
Would he
give me-
hook you up?
Yeah, he always give me like a couple $100.
Good guy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Or Paulie would go like, "Here's 20, dude." You know what I mean? Bro, that's all, you're right, and he'd always remember.
gonna be fine,
You owe me
but-
20, dude. Like 8 months later, you owe me 20, dude.
The worst.
Like you remember that? But
Well,
yeah.
like, also, I do want to say, too, like, I was poor. People use the word poor wrong nowadays.
okay, wait. What's poor?
Like, literally not knowing. Like, I would spend most of my week trying to charm the girl at Wells Fargo to get rid of my overdraft charges.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
Like,
Did it
like,
work?
Sometimes, but
Yeah, yeah.
after a while, they go, dude, we can see your account. You do this all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
I'm saying like poor, where you go, I have to borrow money to eat, or I
Yeah.
need to I would hook up with a girl just to have a place to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, otherwise I'm gonna sleep.
Wow. I wish I had that power.
Well, no, most of the time,
Yeah.
I'd crash on a buddy's couch.
Yeah.
I'd say, as long as you leave early enough, so my girlfriend doesn't see or whatever. Or I would sleep in the back of a Volkswagen Jetta, like at a cemetery, because I'd be like, no one's gonna make me move my car, so I'll just sleep in the back seat.
Wow.
Because some people go, I'm poor. And then they get like, during COVID, they'd get the check from the government and they'd buy like baseball cards. You're like, dude, you're not poor.
Yeah.
You buy a guitar with your government money? Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor is yeah.
I had real poor.
Let me. I want to ask you an uncomfortable question.
Yeah.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Hey, before you start,
Okay.
wait,
Okay.
Good timing.
Stop. All right.
before we get off the topic,
I no. Okay. So what I'm saying is to you, Jaime. Right. Number one, you're doing a great job today.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. And number two, you're not really interrupting. You could just say it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
None
you're
of
a
this
part of the show.
question is like, well,
Okay,
that's
she
yeah.
started it. The question thing.
Yeah.
You're a part of the. Yeah. I mean, she has her own style. What are you doing right now?
She's listening to the World
Yeah,
Series.
what's that right
going
there?
on here?
Yeah,
Nothing.
No. What were you doing?
I have a question.
No, what were you doing with your phone?
She
What
got
were you
you.
doing with your phone?
got you.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you doing with your phone just now? Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What was your go-to poor people food?
Oh, I always worked at restaurants. So we would go, try to trade drugs with the Mexicans back there to make us some good food. Give them some weed, or you'd say, hey, Bridget's bartending, I can bring you like a bottle of something if you just make me some food.
Did you try just oil and rice?
No, I don't cook. No.
Oil and
Yeah,
rice.
I do cereal and
he
stuff.
doesn't live in the killing fields. You know what I mean?
That was my poor people food.
what is
Oh, that was her food.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like 1960s Cambodia.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like
exactly.
oil
I was also on a Volkswagen Jetta. I don't know how to make rice.
yeah, yeah.
There's no kitchen back there.
Yeah, oil and
Yeah.
rice.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Or like salt, vinegar, and then rice.
Oh, well, so how do you make that dish?
We just mix everything. And
Yeah.
That's it.
But
But you'd eat that all the time, or are you just saying some people would? You would.
Yeah.
But did you boil the oil? I don't know how. How do you make it?
You
Do you
just
make the
get
rice
oil.
first? Or,
Yeah, make rice.
Yeah.
And then you get oil or
and vinegar.
and vinegar, or just oil and rice.
Peanut
But
butter? Can you put peanut butter in it?
Peanut butter was too expensive.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I do think me and Ari, my friend here, we'll go get coffee all day and then kind of like forget to eat, like just the whole day. So I wonder.
Are you
if
guys
they-
best friends?
He's like a little brother to
Do you
me. I
remember
love
Ari?
this guy. One of my best
do.
buddies.
He did our B cam before.
I remember
Old
that.
house, an old house.
I
Yeah.
ate Taco Bell with you in your car, remember?
We had Taco Bell together.
Yeah, you remember that.
I do. I do remember. What a pleasant memory. Good to see you again. Ari, right?
Ari, am
Good
I
to see you
pronouncing
again.
that correctly?
Yeah. Good to see you again.
But I think that's where that started. I just have coffee and then be like, I guess I'm not hungry. Yeah.
Go ahead.
What was your?
He's been dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your question?
I've been
bud?
dying.
Go ahead.
So like, what do you consider poor? Because like a year ago, I was sleeping on my mom's couch, and like before that, I was sleeping like my mom's couch for 2 years.
Yeah, that's poor.
And
On a mom's
now-
couch.
Yeah,
Sure, you're a grown up over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's poor.
Have you ever pooped in the forest?
Yeah,
Great question.
Come on.
Great follow up
Come on,
question. No, there's
fuck
always
is going on
public
here?
restrooms that I can.
Okay.
You're not that
Again,
poor.
it's not fucking 1960 Cambodia. No. So,
Where do you think I grew up? I don't even know where a forest is.
all right. What forest did you poo in?
In my village, and we would just go there, and our toilet paper was.
Is it a
cheap.
forest or a jungle? What's the difference?
Maybe. It was
Jungle,
a
right?
small. It was a small jungle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
How
have
did that
fo-
work? Weren't you afraid lions would smell your poop and come eat
No
your
lions.
family?
Yeah.
No lions.
Yeah. What's in your jungle? Panthers?
No, monitor lizard,
Gross.
Gross.
bats.
Okay, that's gross.
Have you seen a Filipino bat before?
No.
Oh my god.
Dude, look up the big Filipino bat. This is not CGI. This is a real
A
thing.
real bat?
Yeah, it's a real
They're big?
Filipino bat.
Or
Yeah,
they're
I think they're flying Filipinos.
how long is it?
I think that's my thing. That's my theory.
Just tiny.
No, they're not tiny, dude. They're just
Tiny for a
Filipinos that have.
Filipino, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Oh
fuck.
my
holy fuck,
God.
dude.
You've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
this in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Look at that fucking.
I don't
thing.
like that, man.
Yeah, look at the one on the
She's
right.
holding him like it's friendly.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd let me do that.
Anyway, so that's there's no
There's no
there's no
lions.
any kind of
Well, in where I live, no.
If you were this poor and you were in the Philippines, how happy are you now? Like you must be
Very
so
happy.
Yeah.
Makes me really happy to hear.
Yeah.
you
yeah.
do.
What?
It makes you happy.
It does. I love our country. And like just the idea that like she's here with a celebrity, like doing a podcast every week, however often you do this. She used to live with bats and shit in the woods. And, like, because I hear these stories and it's usually someone's parents or someone's parents.
but Jeff,
This is you. You actually shit in the woods with giant bats.
Yeah, Jules.
USA.
But Jeff, she's not grateful.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Jeff,
Yeah,
she complains.
country in the
No,
She doesn't give a shit, dude. She's ungrateful. That's the thing with her, okay?
Why? Why don't you like
she
it?
doesn't
I'm
like it.
grateful.
No,
You
she's
are.
not.
I'm-
She hates it.
Yeah, man, I can't imagine going
Yeah,
from vinegar and rice.
I know. She's
She must
right?
sit at Chipotle like, look at this.
Yeah,
Chipotle is really good.
yeah.
Really good.
I'm grateful for where I'm at.
Yeah?
Yeah. A year ago, like I was sleeping on my mom's couch.
Yeah, you're not on the couch.
You're
And
very,
now
very good.
I get to meet my hero.
Yeah,
and
Bobby
yeah,
Lee's
yeah,
the
yeah.
man.
I'm your hero.
I mean, you're my hero.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
I do comedy now.
Yeah, we're family, dude.
do
You know what I
comedy.
mean? Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was
You've been a very integral part of my podcast as of late.
You know how Chrissy D had that like trans woman on his podcast? that
Yeah.
just chime in with nonsense. This is like your translator.
Yeah.
You're Bobby's translator.
Yeah. He's my X
But
factor.
you're a huge part
X factor.
of it. You know,
He's an
you're,
X factor.
you're a fun guy.
yeah.
Well, you do stand up also?
Yeah, I only
Nice.
been doing it a year now.
Did you
Oh, that's great.
Did you just get a little upset when he said that?
No,
Felt a little thing go through
no.
your
I said, yeah. I've been doing it a year now.
Love
so,
it. That's great.
You know,
But
have-
there's no resentment they called you
I have
trans or anything
checks.
like that?
Huh?
No, that's you're that element. You're that
Element,
special
yeah.
element.
You know that you're that element, right?
I guess.
yeah.
But I'm grateful.
Yeah, I'm grateful too, dude.
Yeah, I get checks for thousands.
That a boy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, no more
dude.
couches.
No more
That a
couches.
boy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, congratulations,
I have
pal.
my apartment.
Yeah, I love that. What do you do for fun?
Edit photos and videos.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
He keeps saying he likes having sex with his girlfriend.
Well, of course.
Well, I haven't had
Well,
sex.
that goes without saying.
Yeah.
I haven't had sex prior to this.
Oh, nice.
Like a long time.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
She really threw you under the bus on that. He was being
anywho,
diplomatic, and then she goes, he likes having sex with his girlfriend. Just threw him under the bus.
because I haven't had sex in a long time.
yeah, okay, any, very good. Thank you so much for that insight, Jaime. Yeah, and thank you for the question. You know, so let's move on. Does it bother you, Jeff? People say that you're handsome or no?
No, it makes me happy.
No, but
It's very good.
but do you think you're handsome?
I think that I'm handsome for a comedian, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's an oldie.
That's you?
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
yeah,
fake
yeah.
tattoos, obviously, but
yeah. You would
it's
look
fun.
good with tattoos like that.
This photo was a real mistake, by the way.
Yeah.
So what happened was I was working out a bunch,
Yeah.
and when I say a bunch, it was like 3 weeks in a row. So I'm like, look at me, results, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So then I had a photo shoot lined up for a project, and I go, hey man, I've been working out a bunch. Is there any way, you know, you could take like a photo of me with my shirt off? And the guy's like, yeah. And so he did top lighting like at the gym, so it, you know, really helps accent like any muscles you'll have. And then I sat on that photo for like 2 months, like, how do I post this organically where it's not gonna?
Oh yeah, that yeah.
Yeah, and this before all that Photoshop. That actually makes it look like a funny image. I posted this without any of the stuff on it, and I wrote some like kind of pithy, kind of like I shouldn't be ashamed of how I look, you know, this kind of thing.
This is how you do it.
And all the comics were like, "Is Jeff okay? Like, what is this?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what is he doing?"
This is what you do. You call me.
Yeah.
And I post it, right? And I make fun of you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, look at this fucking, right? And then you repost it going, look at Bobby's making fun of me about this thing.
That's great.
Right? That's how you do it.
That was what I
What's
should have.
this?
This is me sumo wrestling in, I think that's Korea. In Korea.
Wait. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
I was in Asia for like almost 2.5 months.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Dude, that guy rules.
Yeah, what are you doing?
This might be Kyoto, Japan, actually.
Yeah. It's Kyoto. What are you really sumoing?
I really sumo. I'm like
Yeah.
so gassed because they put me against these big fat guys, and they're like, "Well, of course they're sumos." But like, once one guy was like, "I'm not doing this anymore." They put a new guy in. I sumo wrestled 3 guys for like 4 hours.
Wow.
It's really fun.
For your show?
It was for a Better Late Than Never. They never ended up using any of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it was. They were like, "This will be funny." Put Jeff out there.
Well, that's fun that you got to travel and shit.
I got to see Asia for almost 3 months. It
Wow.
was beautiful.
You went to Korea too?
We didn't go to Philippines. Yeah, Korea, China, well, Hong Kong. Which
What's
is
your
kind of
favorite? What's your favorite?
I love Thailand.
Okay.
'Cause
Why?
It sounds mean, or it might sound insensitive, but it feels like Asian Mexico. I like the people that are happy to be alive.
wait.
They don't have a lot
That's
of
the
money.
Philippines.
Go to the Philippines.
Is it even more?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I like it. Everyone in Thailand seems happy. They're not all
Mexico?
pissed
What?
off that they're not rich. In America, everyone's mad if they're not rich. Like, can you believe this? I'm broke. You're like, so what?
Why Mexico?
I love Mexico. I love Mexican culture, and I could
Maybe
like,
cut that out. Anyway.
We'll help you out.
Yeah. Anyway, I too love Thailand. But can I
Right,
say
right?
some of the outdoor, because I remember eating at an outdoor place and there were just all these flies.
a lot of flies. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was like because you have meat hanging outside.
Yeah.
Right? And all these flies, and maybe I'm just too, but I just couldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, so I only ate at this one shabu place that was inside.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that was near my hotel. But
what part of Thailand were you in? Like which? Like north or south?
I
or
don't know,
was
just
it?
Bangkok area.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Bangkok.
was shooting a movie, but
Bangkok's the real city part.
did you do what else did you do there?
So they love kickboxing. I know nothing about it, but we would go each night. I'd bring make friends, drink beer, and watch these guys kickbox.
Wow.
There's also like it's a tourist thing, but I'm a tourist. You'd go to you'd pay some amount of money, and they would take you to all these beautiful islands. And there was one island called Monkey Island that was everyone wanted to leave, and
What's Monkey Island?
It's just this island full of monkeys,
Oh,
and they go
whoa.
crazy. Your boat just gets near it; they all start jumping in the boat. And I thought it'd be funny. My girlfriend didn't think it was funny. None of the other tourists thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But I just kept asking the tour guide as we've moved on. He's like, "All right, and we're gonna go to Pee Pee Island, which you've seen on The Bachelor, and blah blah." And I'm like, "On Monkey Island, do they have like one leader?" And they're like, "No, they don't have a leader. They're just a bunch of wild monkeys."
Yeah.
And then he would go into the thing, and I'd be like, "On Monkey Island, do you feel like some of the monkeys are mad at some of the larger monkeys?"
yeah.
I just kept asking monkey
Wow.
questions. Yeah, it's fun.
You know what's so funny about you too? You have a really funny. Because sometimes we'll walk into the meeting, and you just have just a funny. Even when you're not saying anything, you just have this funny presence. About
Thank
it.
you. Yeah.
But are you like that in like public buses,
Yeah.
and trains, and stuff like that?
Life's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
You're a fun
I also,
guy.
there's another one of the things about my friend here is like if
Who's your
something
Ari?
Yeah. Well, and also the other guys in my life like Ari. So like if something is good, we should be happy. And if something sucks, that's hilarious. Like it's like something bad happened to us. Isn't that funny? Like, he's like,
right, yeah.
Look what's happening. We have to walk. Like I think that's funny.
Oh, I see.
When I was a kid, I remember it rained at the bus stop.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, my new clothes." And I was like, "Isn't this great? We're all wet." And shit.
oh, so you're Mr. Positive.
Well, I don't mean to be. It's just more fun that way. I go to school
Whoa.
like, "Look, we're all wet. This is hilarious."
So let's say you and I were in the same platoon. We're in Vietnam, right? Okay.
That'd be a tough one to be a
Yeah,
part
yeah, and we're like we're in a foxhole, right? We haven't slept in 3 days.
we just killed those guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, just be happy.
And I go, yeah. Okay, that's good. Wow, I get it. I don't know how to
shot
do that.
that guy while eating Doritos.
Yeah, oh, right.
Wow. Like it'd be fun.
Oh, so that's very good. Yeah. So I have another question for you, and this is going to be a difficult one.
let's
Hold
do
on
it.
to your horses.
I'm ready.
How difficult was it to take notes from Mike Young?
Yeah, I got a movie coming out that Mike Young made called Stealing Jokes.
Now, I'm going to talk about Mike Young right now.
Okay. Yeah.
And not in a favorable light.
Okay.
Okay?
Good.
For the last, I would say, 6 years, he's been harassing me.
Oh, really? Like in a bad way?
I love him,
Okay.
but it's all about, I'll see him at the store. He'll grab me, push me against the wall, and goes, "How come won't you put me on TigerBelly?"
Really?
Yeah. He's been so
Against a wall.
Yeah, he's been so obsessed
Pretty sure that's
about
a
being on this
crime.
podcast.
Really?
Yeah, and he can't. It got to the point where it's like, now I can't have him.
Now I don't want you.
Yeah, now I can't have him on.
That's
right?
wild, yeah.
And so we did give him a date to promote the movie that you're in. Right?
Okay.
But then he couldn't do it because he's on the road. But
So that worked out perfect for you, didn't it?
yeah. But it was, and I have to another thing is that Mike is one of my longest, dearest friends. But he's been driving me crazy lately. So what was it like? Do you trust his notes?
I trust his notes, but like occasionally we would ask for like an explanation for something, and he'd Mike Young it. We'd be like, "Why would the character do this?" He's like, "Yo, man, that's just how he is." Like I'm like, "That's not an explanation."
Yeah.
So there was little moments like that, but I learned pretty quickly, similar to like Costanza and like Larry David. Oh, I'm playing Mike Young in this because he's like a cool Detroit guy.
Yeah.
Who sells weed? He's got the chance. Like I was dressing like Mike Young every day, and I was like, "Oh, so I'll just kind of try to do my best to like have the sensibilities of like Mike Young in this situation."
Yeah.
I think as he's writing the script, he's thinking, "Here's what I'd have done here." And
He's also the type of guy in the 90s when we were all poor. I met him at the Comedy Store. Poor comic, white comic. But then like one day I would just be out like at night. He'd show up with Leo
oh yeah, he
and
knows all
Tobey
those
Maguire,
guys.
and Mark Wahlberg, and all those guys. And he was one of those guys like, "Oh yeah, I just played hockey with Bruckenheimer."
You're like, "What?"
Yeah, like he was always the kind of guy that just kind of hung out with
Yeah, he just knows
the Hollywood
Dan Gilbert.
elites. And I'm like, he's okay, funny. You know what I mean? But it's like, what the fuck is going on, right? He was just always a guy that was in the mix.
Yeah. Well, I'd say like if you don't know who he is, he's a comedian, but he is a good man.
He's a good guy.
Like his mom would be on set most days. Like we would have like a nice dinner like at his brothers. Like he's just.
Oh, you shot in Detroit then?
Yeah, we shot in Detroit.
Wow.
And he's just such a good person.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoy his company. I trust him as like a man. Like he's like a guy. Like I would be like, I'd let my kids like, stay. Like I trust him, which is hard to say in Hollywood. You don't think so?
I guess so. I guess you're right. He was good. Yeah, no, he is a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good
I love
guy.
him so much.
I didn't know he was slamming against walls and demanding to be.
No, he was just like he just wanted, we're gonna get him out. I called you and I said we got to get him out. So the movie is about. Let me guess, because off the trailer, okay, it's about a crew of comedians.
Yep.
You, Barra,
Oh yeah, Dustin Ibarra. Yeah.
love him,
Yeah, he's great.
great guy.
Good guy.
And who else is there?
Haha Davis, very successful comedian from Detroit.
Haha, David.
And then a woman named Ryu, who's the female lead. She's an actress,
and
not a comedian.
and she's Asian.
She lied to us. She told us she's a comedian, and then when he was like, "We're gonna go on tour, do comedy," she's like, "I don't know what I'd do." We're like, "We thought you were a comedian."
Oh, is she comedian? Is she Asian?
She's Asian, yeah.
What kind?
I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is Ryu a Japanese name?
It's pretty Japanese to me.
Yeah, I think it's probably Japanese.
Right.
And so it's all four comedians. You rob a comedy club.
Yeah, so what happens is like things just kind of escalate and get out of hand. That wasn't the plan. And then like one thing just kind of falls into another, and then they go, I can't believe we just did that thing, and then a bad thing happens. It just keeps snowballing into like, how are we going to get ourselves out of this?
Wow.
Yeah.
You got Rappaport's in it.
Rapport was great.
Yeah.
it was
Who
so
else
fun.
is in it? There it is.
Yeah, so Davis, Rapport got pretty good billing for only being on set one day.
Yeah.
But he's famous. Put him on the cover.
I don't think Ryu Young is the lead. It looks like you're the lead. Okay, Young.
She's the female lead.
I know, but look at who's the first guy.
I know, that's pretty nice.
Not Young.
I wish that Haha was in the front because he's the most successful guy. Haha Davis.
Is he the most successful?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, he's pretty prevalent there. I mean, it's like,
I love Haha.
yeah.
Davis.
Yubera's at the very end there. Love him.
Also, like Detroit and Atlanta really changed my perspective on a lot of things.
Why?
Like Midwestern black guys and Georgia black guys are different than like LA black guys.
Ooh, I want to know the difference. Yum. Let's go.
Well, just like in my mind, it's like there's all sorts of different types of people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it taught me.
Okay.
Like you could have 10 white guys on a show and it could still be a diverse show because one's maybe Democrat, one's maybe gay, one's maybe so like diversity is more complex than just race and gender.
Sure.
And so like I've kind of like, like when I was in Georgia, like all the black people, they're like Southern, like church black people. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is totally different than when I was shooting a project in Detroit. In Detroit, there was like a lot of like black nerdy guys.
Yeah.
They'd wear like a $400 jacket, but it was like Rugrats. And you're like, what the fuck? I've never seen this black guy.
Or you see like a guy, like a Mexican guy, MS-13, tattoos on the neck.
Totally
right?
different.
Tattoo on the eyeball, right? And just fucking, tough, right?
Right.
As nails, right? And then you got
Yeah, sweet guy over here.
the
Yeah.
pudge.
Why aren't you a cholo?
Yeah.
I was raised different, man.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
good. It's all
Could you be hard if we were like,
I don't think so, man.
No, just try it right now.
Play a scenario.
I'm glad-
Yeah, try it right now. Ready? And, you're
In Spanish,
Rob
or-
us. No, yeah, whatever. You rob me and, go ahead. And walk up.
Action.
Hey, what's up, fool?
Hey, off, man.
Fuck you, fool.
Actually, he's got a gun.
And he
Oh, you have a gun.
He went more New York.
Yeah. You fool.
Fuck you, fool.
Pretty
Those. Give me your fucking money.
I don't buy it.
I'm not buying it.
Let's just get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
That's
I
what we
don't
want.
buy it. Don't move.
I
This
don't
guy
buy it.
doesn't mean it.
Yeah, I can always just he has no gun. He's just doing
Yeah,
this.
shut up, nerd.
2 guns.
2 guns?
Yeah. Just do this then, like a bazooka.
Yeah. He's got 2 guns. Where are you
What
going
up, fool?
Yeah, put a fucking Wolverine claws.
Just put the money on top of my arms. I'm holding 2 guns.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I'm never alone.
if you're gonna
so.
mind me, what?
Oh, nice.
Oh, you have your imaginary
Got a
entourage
pod.
in the back? Yeah, okay.
Smart.
Well, tell me who's in your gang, dude. Explain.
Introduce her right here.
Davies,
What?
David,
Navish and David?
Davis,
Davis.
yeah, little Tommy,
Little Tommy.
little Tommy.
Yeah.
These guys sound
My
real.
homegirl, Julie,
Julie? Yeah.
Julie.
Really good.
and we're gonna take your money.
Okay. Anyway,
Julie's
stop
in the
doing that,
gang.
sir. You need to be on medication, okay? We are going to move on. So the movie, when does it come out?
I think the movie's out for pre-order right now, but I'm not sure the date that it comes out. I have a special coming out November 14th also.
We're not at that
Oh,
point.
sorry. I just knew the date, so I
Listen,
got all
Jeff,
excited.
I'm-
I knew the date.
Jeff, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
And we're going to plug whatever you want to plug.
You're the best.
Okay? But we're not at the specials plug part yet.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay?
The movie comes out soon.
When?
You can pre-order it already on Apple.
And so,
Wanna
no, did you see it?
Have I seen the movie?
Yeah.
I've seen the parts that I've seen most of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw the edit before the final.
Is there a
edit.
screening?
I hope
premiere?
there's a screening, but if there is, I'll definitely be there. I don't know when it is.
No. well, I want to go.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, I think I should go.
Yeah, Michael Young will definitely have you.
Yeah. I want to go and watch it. But so you saw bits of it, and it looked, from the trailer, I'm like, it looked pretty good.
Shot beautifully.
It's shot beautifully. You know what I mean? And I'm so, I guess at the end of the day, I'm just kind of mad at Mike for never putting me in anything.
Yeah, well,
I think that's what it is.
that's a good argument for not being
Yeah.
on here. You go, well, you didn't put me in anything. Why would I be on here?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But
There you go.
let's talk about your special now.
Let's do it.
What's it
Oh, no
called?
problem.
What's the
Way
special?
better.
Dang, you got big hands, sir.
I don't know. The special's called
He does. Look, Jules.
Jules, what do you think about his big hands?
Yeah.
Big hands means big dick.
Big old feet,
Which means,
big hands, big gloves.
yeah.
Oh yeah, huge cock too.
And Bobby has small hands, like me.
He keeps trying to make you guys the same person.
Yeah. Dude, let me say something right now. You're out. All right. So, I mean, when you look at your dick, do you think it's big?
Yeah,
You do.
yeah.
Whoa. That's wow. Whoa.
Just look at your own hand.
Wow. She's like, whoa. Yeah. So you look at it and go, you go.
It's all just like, it's like being Shaq or something. Like Shaq, he didn't do anything. He's just a big guy. Like I didn't
Yeah.
earn it or anything. It's not like I bought it.
Yeah.
It was just a perk of being a tall guy.
Wow.
That's all it is.
It's great.
That's
Did
what
your
they-
dad have one?
I don't know.
You never asked. No,
I remember seeing his dick when he'd pee, and it was big because I was a little kid.
Oh, you're sure. Every penis is.
And I go, what the hell is that?
Yeah. Now let me
Pretty
talk.
weird he did that.
Okay, where'd you grow up?
Seattle area, so Kent, Washington.
Like, okay, so Bellevue, is that close or no?
Bellevue's like the rich area. We lived like 40 minutes away.
Oh, in the poor area.
Well, yeah, Kent's like white trash area.
And your parents are still together? Mm-hmm. They are now.
Yeah.
And then, what was there trauma or was it a great childhood?
Was not a. Well, so here's the thing. What a great question. I was not a victim of abuse by any means. They were very nice people, but we were definitely victims of neglect. They were just never around, and that's kind of what makes a comic, I think, or at least for me, is I was always like getting into trouble for them to like notice, or trying to like draw something like, oh, do you like my drawing? Or, hey, this is a funny thing, or I'm gonna be in this sport. I just wanted them to like notice.
They wouldn't even show up to sporting events.
Nothing. Dude, this is how bad it was. One time at school, I came home and we had to get an instrument for music class, like in like 3rd grade or something. I gave it to my mom and said, I picked a trumpet. She goes, I'm not buying you a trumpet. And I was like, well, we have to. Everyone in the class had to pick an instrument. And she goes, well, I'm not buying you one. I picked the cheapest one. She goes, well, we're not doing it. So I had to go back to school and go, my mom won't do it. She goes, you have to. I told her that. And she goes, all right, you're just going to sit by me. So my teacher would like read. The whole class would be at music. And I would just be sitting there because they just didn't do anything. There was no doing of anything.
That's terrible.
It was terrible, but it could be worse.
And no, maybe.
Yeah.
And then, did you go to college after that?
No college.
And then when did you do stand up?
I got it. So I went from high school. All my friends were at college, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just keep playing PlayStation or something.
Yeah.
Like my friends would be like, yeah, we have finals this week, and I go, I got a big pitching matchup against Kurt Schilling this week on MLB.
Oh, wow.
MLB 2-1.
Wow.
So and then I was like, I always wanted to be a comedian. So I was in Young Life. I was a Young Life leader, which she just worked for free.
What's a Young Life?
It's like Church Light. It's like it's like the entry level for church.
Oh, so you're religious.
Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah.
And your parents were religious?
They were agnostic, which is kind of why I liked it. That was me rebelling.
Wow, that's so your parents were agnostic, and you kind of a friend probably brought you in.
Yeah. Well, and also we were poor.
Women too.
Women. There was
there
cute girls there.
Yeah, cute girls. Yeah. That's
but also like the church. One thing that's cool about the church, at least where I grew up, I can't speak for all the churches, but like they'd be like, want to go on a ski trip? And I was like, I'm not gonna go to a ski trip. My parents won't pay. And they'd be like, the church will pay for it. And I was like, really? Wait, they're just going to pay for it? And then they had food, they had snacks, and I was like, this is great. Also, the church kids, although nerdier and not as cool or popular at school, they were nicer. They were always like nice and like, like clean. And I don't know, they had answers to questions.
You were the only child?
I was the youngest and the only boy.
They're all women?
Yeah, all girls.
And they're all old, they're older. Are you close to them?
They kind of were like my parents in a way, like because they felt neglect from my parents.
Are they hot?
They were hot and then they weren't.
Well, they got kids.
No, they got bigger.
Oh, they're fat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But they do have kids
That's what
also.
That's what happens.
Well, what happened was, this is interesting. They wouldn't probably like this very much, but
I want to know.
Do you want to say?
We can cut it out if you want. But.
They had the I don't know. You can keep it.
Okay.
But they had the standard of a hot chick because they got treated like hot chicks forever.
Right.
So then, like long after they weren't very attractive anymore, at least by a typical standard, still nice women. We'd be at a grocery store and like a guy would come hit on my oldest sister, and she would treat him terribly. And I'd be like, "Why'd you do that?" She's like I'd date that guy. I'm like, I don't know who you think you are.
yeah.
Like that guy was a great guy, and like
Yeah.
how vulnerable it is to hit on a woman at a grocery store.
Right,
like,
right,
And
yeah.
she just like, what a loser. I would never. I'm like, "Jim,
Oh, so sometimes like hot chicks, right? And this so sometimes hot chicks that gain weight and they become ugly
in her brain,
they still have the hot attitude.
Yes.
That must be a very difficult predicament to be in.
for sure."
My favorite is this: a really fat chick who becomes hot, but they still have fat chick. You know what I mean?
That might be better though,
sensitivities.
because she's.
I like
sweet.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Because also that fat chick thinks I'm hot. Because still has fat eyes.
Bobby, I think you're
Everything
over-
goes through their fat eyes, right? So they're like, yeah, he's hot. But when she's hot now too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think you're overthinking the looks thing.
what the fuck are you saying, dude?
I'm saying that
I
women.
don't overthink anything, man.
Women are pretty cool about being like, he's successful. He makes me laugh. He actually returns texts. He likes me. That goes a long way.
Why are you shaking, man?
Choking?
Oh shoot, he's choking. That's how he chokes.
No, no.
Like Bobby's hilarious.
no,
He's just
no.
dead.
Some women are.
Yeah.
Some women.
Well, they're
are.
better than men generally at that.
Some women are. I think I don't want to talk about it, but it's like yeah. I guess you're right, you know?
Cut to me during that part.
Yeah. But when you were on Last Comic Stand, did your parents
Yeah.
support that or no?
Yeah, they were. I mean, what happened was it was like too little, too late. So like once I actually started doing something with my life, my parents, because we're always changing too. So like I don't want to punish my parents now for who they were back then.
Yeah, well, then
now
why
they're just
too
kind of some
little, too late
sweet
then?
old people. But like they'd be like, "That's our boy we raised." I'm like, "You didn't do anything."
I
Trying
know.
to show up now,
But they
get
did,
on TV.
But they did though.
Yeah, here's a shot of
That
them
you?
actually. Yeah, I
me
think
see,
that
let me
they're
see.
in the audience here.
Put the audio on.
Audio.
Well, you look so different.
This is so uncomfortable.
How old were you?
It was a long time ago, dude.
26 or something. I'm 41 now. So
Yeah.
and it was.
And your parents were there.
My parents were in the audience, and I remember thinking, like, why are they here? Like, what did they? That's very.
You
strange.
liked that they were there. Finally, they show up.
Yeah, I wish there was like, wish it had been sooner. You know, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you know, I told this before, but my dad, then after I did the Tonight Show, he called when he said, "How much did you pay them?"
Still talking shit.
And I go, no, he literally thought that I called NBC and said, "I'll give you 10 grand. Can I get
That'd
on?"
be more impressive if they. They don't do that.
Because he's from they don't know how it works. In their mind, they couldn't believe.
Yeah.
And then when I got on Mad TV, you know what I mean? They were like every week.
Yeah,
They were like, then they kind of like got it.
Yeah.
And they were like, holy shit.
it's happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But-
know he hates compliments and public sentiment, but you. But one of my favorite like things that I watch every few months is you and John Cena on that Mad TV because someone has it on YouTube and it makes me laugh so fucking hard.
Oh, thank you.
You doing that dance?
Oh, yeah.
John Cena. This makes me.
Fine.
All right, sorry.
Anyway, do you talk to your parents now?
Yeah, I keep up with them. Yeah, a little bit.
But like on Christmas, do you go or no?
Oh, I don't know if I should share this story. I hang out with the Bradshaws, Terry Bradshaw and his wife for like the holidays.
Never heard of
They've become
them.
like great
Never heard of them.
parents to me. And so one time, Tammy, who's Terry's wife, she said to me, "Hey, did you call your mom for Christmas?" And I was like, "No."
How do you know the Bradshaws?
I
They're
did-
fans of yours.
That show, We're in Asia, that's a show called Better Late Than Never.
Yeah.
And that was with Henry Winkler, William Shatner, Terry Bradshaw, and George Foreman.
Wow.
And we went to like tons of countries.
Oh, so
together.
you were there with them?
Yeah, it was like
Oh my God.
really big show. And so that's kind of when I bonded with Tammy and Terry. They became like parents to me. So Tammy said to me, because she lost a son that would have been roughly my age.
Okay, wait, hold on.
This is it. This is
That's
actually
you?
a funny scene, yeah.
And then you're on the tour bus. There's George Foreman, Henry Winkler.
Yep. This is in this Pods hotel. We sleep
Now,
in
was
Pods.
William Shatner complaining the whole time or no?
He is a grumpy guy.
He's a grumpy guy, right?
really?
Yeah, he's very tough
Yeah.
to work with.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah, he tries so hard to fit out. I'm like, just fit in.
Yeah.
Trying so hard to be
Yeah.
different. Like we're.
I mean, you're literally on a bus
Legends,
with
dude.
legends.
yeah, they're awesome. They're cool guys.
Legends of that's Fonzie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a fucking William Shatner story too, but I'll tell you later.
Let's hear it.
Tell you later, man.
Well, so the Henry Winkler thing.
You want to hear it?
Oh no, the Terry Bradshaw thing.
Yeah, tell me.
So Tammy lost a son that would have been my age, and so she was like, "Hey, just call your mom." She was like, "I would give anything for like one more conversation. Please, just go call your mom." So I step outside of their $1 billion ranch and I call my parents, and the phone rings. And I'm having inside the ranches, I can see the family sitting around there eating. Everyone's drinking eggnog. It's like this beautiful Norman Rockwell setting. And I call my mom. She answers. She's like, "Hello?" I was like, "Hey, Merry Christmas." She's like, "Hey." And I was like, "What are you guys doing?" She goes, "Me and your dad are just kind of wishing nobody would bother us." And I was like, "All right, well, all right, good. Just Merry Christmas. Just want to call." They go, "Okay." And then I hung up and I walked back in. I was like, "That's why I didn't call." Like they're just so aloof. Like a kid wants their mom and dad to love them. That's what they want.
That is probably one of the saddest things. That really broke me, dude.
Yeah, it hurts. Like, do you remember when the Boston bomber?
Oh
his
my favorite bomber.
Well, his mom went on the news, and she was like, he's a good kid. Him and his brother, like they just kind of got into this thing. He just murdered people in public.
Well,
when I saw it on
Sanyara,
TV,
what's his Sanyara?
I don't know his name.
Yeah, anyway.
But I remember seeing that and I wept because I was like, man, this woman's willing to defend her son after all that. I can't get my mom to care at all. Like that's what a mother's love is.
But is your dad like that too?
They're both very aloof. Yeah, they're both very like they don't care much. So it's like it hurts. It's like neglect,
But
different type of stuff.
But you care.
I wish, yeah.
No, I think you do. I mean, I've seen you be vulnerable.
Yeah.
So I think you. So is that hereditary?
I hope not.
I don't think it is.
Well, I think the positive
know.
the positive I get from it is that when you see like a kid who doesn't have like parents that are really doing all that stuff, then everyone else steps up. So I kind of got like my friends' parents would always be like, "Let that dirty boy Jeff like stay over for dinner," or
right.
like coaches would go, "Hey man, you want to stay after?" And so like you'd kind of everyone kind of overcompensates if you're in the right circles. For that. So that was a positive. I kind of got a bunch of parents.
Yeah. Another thing I want to say about my life is similar to that, but it's like. For some reason, early on in my life, my parents aren't spiritual people, right? And I was never taught spirituality, right? But I remember when I was 17 years old, I had a spiritual awakening.
Nice.
And I was very open to anything like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was never really raised religious. I don't know anything about it,
right?
I just had one, And and in my mind, it's like I thought, maybe that's not hereditary, being open to spirituality.
Yeah.
And maybe being empathy, like having... be connected to your emotions and being open in that way is not hereditary, because I think that if you had children, you would do it the opposite way probably.
Yeah, I think that for sure. Like,
Yeah.
I think that it's like you can have heroes, right? And you want to be like those heroes. You can pick all your heroes. That's the best part about life is you can go, I want to be like that guy, and you can do it. But then also you can look at people and go, I don't want to be like that. And so as much as I love my mom and dad and I yearn for their acceptance, I can go, I'm never going to do that. I'm not going to like make people feel invisible, and I'm not going to do those things. So you can have kind of anti-heroes.
But is your parents, your sisters, you said have children, right?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Are they good grandparents?
They're great. Oh, no, they're not. Very aloof. No. Oh, so I was talking about sisters are good parents.
Oh, yeah, no, I think, yeah.
But no, they're not good grandparents. They'll actually complain. Like my niece was like 5, and they're like, she just brings her over here and leaves her. You're like, yes,
You gotta be kidding
You're
me.
the grandparent.
No, you gotta be kidding.
Swear to you. They're just disconnected that way. I think also with boomers, like maybe I shouldn't put this on all boomers, but at least my parents, they loved being married.
Yeah.
They were happy. They had kids because that's what you do. It wasn't like they were like, someday we'll have kids. It's
That's
like,
what it was.
What else are you going to do? You have some kids.
Yeah.
Like they weren't going, I can't wait to be mom of the year. She was just going, that's what families do. They just have kids.
Well, okay, if you were destitute,
Yeah.
would they help you?
I don't know what destitute means.
No, let's say like you don't know what it means. You were like you're broke,
Okay.
you're desperate.
Oh, okay.
You're and you needed like a couple $100.
Yeah, no way. There's zero chance.
Wait. If you showed up in their house at Seattle and
Yeah.
go, Mom, it's snowing.
Right. They'd let me sleep there.
Oh, they would.
Yeah, they would do that.
And you said, can I eat some food?
Well, if they had me at their house, they would, yeah.
But if you said,
But if it cost that, like they wouldn't let me borrow money. There's zero chance.
no, if you said I need a couple $100
Yeah, they wouldn't do it
at all.
at all. There's zero chance.
What?
Yeah, zero chance. And also they pat themselves on the back by being like, it's tough love. You know, like they'll like reward
Oh,
themselves.
they'll wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah.
What if you were get kidnapped and they wanted ransom?
Oh, I'd be dead in a week.
Right? Yeah.
Because nobody's doing the ransom for 200, and I just told you they wouldn't give me 200. That ransom's gonna be higher than.
Yeah. What about you? Like, if you asked your parents, like, hey, I'm a little down on my luck. Can I have $500? Would they give it to you?
No.
They wouldn't give you 500.
My sisters would.
And my sisters too. Yeah, exactly.
200.
200? No.
Wow.
Here's the cool thing about my oldest sister, which rest in peace, by the way, she passed away. But my oldest sister,
What happened?
she was in a car accident, distracted driving, 2015.
She was.
Both of them. The person that hit her and her were like, she was on her phone with her boyfriend, and then he was like texting, and so they're all gone now. But that was in 2015.
And then when that happened, I'm sorry, can I?
Yeah. No, we can talk about it.
Were your parents distraught?
Oh yeah, they're still really shook up.
Oh, they are.
But that also changed their temperament more. They're a little softer now after that.
Oh, after that.
Yeah, because
But still no 200.
terrible. Yeah, still no, still no borrowing of
Not
funds.
enough. Or two, okay.
But what I was gonna say is, what I really like. So like, people ask me for money pretty often now, and I do it. And they go, "Isn't Jeff nice?" Well, I have money. My sister would let me borrow money when she had nothing. My sister would go steal from her boss if I needed like money. Like that's the sign of like an honorable person.
Your sister loves you.
Yeah, she was a great lady, a phenomenal woman.
And you have another sister?
I've got another sister that's right under her that's also a great woman. who I
Okay.
love. Yeah.
How many sisters do you have?
2 sisters total, 1 now, but they were really great, and they stepped it up, man.
I'm
They were
so
like,
sorry.
like Jeff needs somebody to.
Did your drinking go heavy at 2015?
After my sister's death, yeah, for sure. That's when it kind of hit the.
I can't imagine. I'm so
year.
sorry. I mean,
Thanks,
I
man.
can't. Wow. Wow.
I was also the first like person that was like serious that I lost. I would always brag like I've never had any like serious deaths in my family.
I mean,
and then fucking that was like me.
It was sudden, right?
Yeah.
And then, and who called you?
I got a call from my mom. God, I can't believe I'm sharing this. My mom accused them of lying about it. They're like, she's probably pulling some scam.
A prank?
Yeah, like she didn't even believe that it actually had happened.
Wow.
So she called you and like,
Yeah, like
get
well,
this,
we
Jeff.
don't even. Yeah, she wanted to like gossip. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, huh? And then her boyfriend called me because he was on the phone when it happened, and he was like distraught and then what I tried to do, and my friends were really worried about me because I was like, let's go drink, let's go party, and I was at like a comedy club, and then after the comedy club we went to this like a nightclub of sorts. And while we're sitting there, they're all kind of gossiping. Like, is Jeff okay? Like, should we take Jeff back home? Like,
Yeah.
but that was my way of coping with it. Is like, let's just not deal with it.
Yeah.
And then I got a call from like a sheriff that like was like, hey, you're like on the thing, like on the list of people like to contact if something happens to her. And that's when it was like real for me. And I just like broke down there. I was like so sad. Yeah. But yeah, that was good for me too though. Like that was healthy to deal with that.
That happened to me too. I had 6 sisters, but one of them died whenever it was swine flu. It was H1N1.
Okay, and what year did that happen?
09.
Oh my God, how old were you when that happened?
10.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And I think, because when I get drunk, I think about her. So
there you go.
I think I'm still, I don't know if.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
trying
yeah, it's
to
a
heal.
great tool for masking stuff or numbing stuff. Yeah, for sure.
I'm
Sorry to
thinking
hear
about
that,
going to AA.
No, I don't think you're an alcoholic.
No?
No. Anyway, I'm so sorry, Jaime. I love you so much, man. Whatever you need. I'm here.
AA.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Check out a medium.
So Jeff has a special. What's it called again?
It's called The Last Cowboy in L.A.
The Last Cowboy. And where's it gonna go?
No one wanted to buy it, so it's going to go on YouTube. But it's going to be great.
Okay.
Where?
We're on here. People maybe will hear about it on here. Maybe they'll watch it. November 14th.
Number one, everybody watch it. And I'm tired of this bullshit, dude.
What's up?
You shot it first, chopped it around.
Very expensive shooting. You guys want to see the trailer? We'll put the trailer up.
Yeah, let me
Is
see
it
the tra-
online already? Or do you
How
guys?
can I send you the trailer?
Just text it to me here.
And you shot you produced it your own.
800-pound gorilla and a guy named Chris Myers, who's incredible. He's like, I want to do this. I love what you're doing right now. Like,
Yeah.
let's just do it. And I said, fuck it, let's do it. And it turned out really great. We shot it in Nashville. The reason that it's called The Last Cowboy in L.A. is more of just everyone left. Everyone went to Austin. Everyone went to Florida, Nashville. They all went to these places. And I don't think it's heroic to leave.
Did you shoot outside? That looks like it's outside, but
Oh, no, that's just a photo.
Oh, okay.
That's not from the actual taping.
here's what makes me mad about this, Jeff. Jeff, I mean, I mean, I'm finally doing a special. I've never done one.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard you talk about it a bunch.
But I had to wait until somebody asked me.
Yeah, your fear about it was unusual. I listened to it a lot, and I was confused.
What do you mean my fear about it?
Well, I've heard you talk about it on this podcast, and I think Bad Friends, where you were like, you
I didn't think it was necessary.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I didn't think it was necessary. But if I were going to do one, I would want a company that wanted to do one.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to be in a situation where I was shooting one and then shopping it around and then nobody wanting one.
Well, it's just
because
that
it pisses me off, right?
Yeah.
I know it pisses. Yeah, but I just think that you know, because you come up on my algorithm all the time. You see your stand up. You know what I mean? You have probably a different point of view in life than I do. You know what I mean? But that's okay.
What I will say to you, like you were thinking, like when I've heard you speak on the podcast, and your listeners will be aware of what I'm talking about. That like you say like these things, like, well, I don't know, blah blah blah. It's like there might be a million specials, but there's no Bobby Lee special, and that's what we want. Like that. Like that's the.
Thank you so much. There we go.
And it's high quality.
Wow.
I hit rock bottom in Hollywood, California. That is a bad place for rock bottom because everyone is mean to you there. In Hollywood, my entire career, everybody in Hollywood's been like, you're not even famous. I've never heard of you. You're not famous. You're not even famous. You're not famous. I have never heard of you. You're not famous. You're not even famous. Right? And then I have one bad day and it's like, famous comedian, crashes car, fights cop. I'm like, God damn it. $30 is a lot for a smoothie. Yes, yes. Also, I, if I'm honest, I actually like trans women better than I like regular women. I do. Have you ever talked to a trans woman? They're great. They're like dudes. Just raw dogging life, you know? Like, you know, Google dogs, Google dogs. This is brave, what I'm doing right now. Hit them with the poetry. Like, no, I like her. She likes naughty words. You know, it's probably not a smart subject to do on my first special, but you know, I like to start at cancers.
Wow. You never did a special? That's your first one?
First one, yeah. I've done like little things for like Comedy Central Presents. I had like a 30-minute
thing.
But I think I did the flaw of just waiting around. I was like, maybe they'll call me, but like that's not how it
That's
works.
what I did.
Yeah.
Waiting around.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, dude. I can't wait to. I hope it blows up, dude.
Well, I'm on here. If your listeners want to watch it, I would love that. I'm doing, like I said, no one wanted to buy it, but Joe Rogan's having me on to promote it. You've had me on to promote it, so I'm really flattered.
Did you just do Joe, or you're coming up?
I'm doing it November 13th.
You've done it before, though.
Yep.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
Anyway, guys, give Jeff Dye a round of applause. That was fucking amazing.
There's tour dates. Any tour dates you got?
Tour dates.
Go to jeffdye.com.
Go to jeffdye.com.
And they're all right there.
Ay makabulo